D&D to me is a really unique game in that, unlike other games, as you progress, you change, like as a person. Whereas other games, like you level up and stuff, this game, you actually change. So when I started playing D&D, I had no idea what I was doing. I was socially awkward, and then I found this a hobby, and I found these people that were also into it, and you just come to a table, and everyone's there for the same reason, and there's like you can express yourself in many different ways. It can be very therapeutic for a lot of people. With D&D, it's a great creative outlet for a lot of people that otherwise wouldn't have anything. People dedicate entire nights or days each week just to go play D&D, and coronavirus has been a really big upset for that, where people are suddenly just now at home all the time, can't go out and play D&D like they always did, and it's like their date night just gone, which isn't good. I know someone specifically that I played with for the past 4 years who got into D&D from an early age because of her father's really into it, but she's used it as a tool, as a vehicle to come out of her shell and be more interactive with people, and she's done amazingly.
I feel very affected by the pandemic because I've obviously spent a lot less time in social situations. So right now, the only time that I actually spend in a group of friends is when once a month about Mark Dungeon Masters and we host Dungeon Dragons.
So a lot of groups have turned to playing online, which has been less than optimal, but we've gotten better as a community over the past couple of months making it work. So there's some great online programs you can use that rather than using pencil and paper like you would in a real life game session, you use a character sheet you've uploaded onto a website, such as maybe Roll20 or using an online chat like Discord or such, where instead of rolling actual dice, you push a button and it calculates it and spits out a number for you. According to Wizards of the Coast, any local play is banned they've banned it until the end of the year, but they're probably going to extend it.
So, unfortunately, it's been a little boring. Usually the store is filled with laughter and exclamations and just a whole bunch of fun going on. People intermingling, commingling between games, or going back and like playing Magic for the first part of the day and then playing D&D or playing 40K. So without that, it's been a little quiet. We've been running as a retail establishment, which is not really what I signed up for, but what I will tolerate for now. I'm Michael. I'm one of the owners here at Armada Games. We've been open for 14 years now here in Temple Terrace, and under normal circumstances, we run a bunch of games. Just a whole bunch of nonsense time for big children, really. But Dungeons & Dragons, Magic, Warhammer 40K, Blood Bowl, board games, hobby supplies, and painting stuff. We could be running events right now, but with everything that's going on, especially with the cases spiking in the last month, it doesn't make sense for us to have a bunch of people in the store, unfortunately. Generally, when people come up here, they're coming up here for 2, 3, 5, 8 hours at a time, and it's really a situation of if one person comes in sick and spends 6 hours around everybody else is going to get sick, even with masks and cleaning and everything else that's going on. And we do not want that to happen within our community. Yeah, playing online is a lot different than playing in person, especially for Dungeons & Dragons, for other gaming as well. But when it comes to role-playing games, there's a lot of people that do use it for escape. There's also people that are using it for therapy these days. Like, the amount of yourself that you put in every single character that you make for Dungeons & Dragons, it helps you explore different portions of your psyche, your mentality, as well as helps find things that could be a little problematic and maybe just erases them for a little while, let you forget about them, or hopefully let you fix them. But yeah, playing online, you do lose a bit of human interaction. Plus, if you have some really fancy dice, it's a little hard to use regular dice when you're playing D&D over Discord. But it's still important to game when you can. And even though it's not ideal, the activities, the escapism, the connections that we have through gaming are still important.